What's up, everybody? Welcome to Andrew's Great Outdoor Adventures. I'm your host, Andrew, and these are my Great Outdoor Adventures. Firearms were invented how many thousands of years ago? Or maybe it was hundreds of years ago. Probably hundreds of years ago. I don't know. I don't go that far back in history. I don't even know the history on this little guy right here. All I know is it's a Webley Scott out of Birmingham, England. Now, recently I've come across a few of these little guys and sparked a little bit of interest. Wound up getting my hands on this little one and wanted to bring it out and test it out and see what it's all about. Like I said, this is a Webley Scott. It was made in Birmingham, England. This shoots what's known as 9mm Flowbert. I'll put that on a screen because, well, I'm Canadian, my pronunciation isn't the greatest. But that's Flowbert. F-L-O-B-E-R-T. Interesting little firearm. It's, I don't even know how long this barrel is. I'm going to guess that's 20, let's say 20 inches, maybe 22 inches, something to that effect. 9mm Flowbert. The only thing similar to that would be 6mm Flowbert, which is used quite extensively in starter pistols. Doing research for this, I discovered that there's multiple different types of ammunition for this particular rifle. This, in England, is what's known as a garden gun. Again, had to do more research because I'm like, well, what the hell is that? This was used back in, I don't even know how old it is. I want to say back in the day. This was used for getting rid of vermin in your garden. I'm going to guess pigeons, rats, and the likes of that. This is, like I said, it's a 9mm Flowbert, and I guarantee every one of you is asking, well, what in the hell is a 9mm Flowbert? Multiple different types of ammunition. It is a smooth bore. Let me show you exactly what a 9mm Flowbert is. Here is your standard 40 grain 22 LR, 22 long rifle. This is a 9mm Flowbert. This is a BB. Let's see if I can stand that 22 up beside it. Probably not. There you go. Isn't that interesting? Now, like I say, this 9mm Flowbert comes in a variety, because it's a smooth bore, it comes in a variety of different types of ammunition. You'll notice this one is just a dome. This was known as BB. So my guess is that's a nice little round ball in there. This is incredibly hard to get ammunition for. So this is all I could get. BB caps. In the ads that I've seen, well, I want to call them ads, but on the pages that I've seen through the ammunition suppliers, you could get pointed ones. So it looks just like this, except instead of a BB, it's a point. Or what this one is good for is number 3 shot. So it's a 1 3/4 long shell that's full brass from end to end, 1 3/4 long, and it's packed with number 3 shot. Again, this is for getting rid of vermin in your garden. Like I say, this thing's for getting rid of vermin in your garden. You got rats, you got problems like that, there you go. Interesting thing behind this one is, with these little tiny guys, and I kept thinking to myself, well, garden gun, you can't shoot a 22 in your backyard getting rid of rats. That's loud as hell. Somebody will call the cops for sure. This little bad boy's subsonic. I have a 22 caliber pellet rifle. It shoots about 900 feet per second. .22 caliber. It's a pellet rifle. It's air. It's not CO2. It's spring powered. I have a decibel meter. I recorded the decibel output of my .22 caliber pellet rifle. For the shot, my peak output is 104 decibels. I tested this little guy with the same decibel meter in the same conditions. This little guy is only 94 decibels. Very interesting. Another interesting thing about this rifle is when we got it, or when I picked it up, this extractor, it slides into the front of the chamber there and allows you to, I don't know if you can even see here. Can you see in there? It just extracts the spent cartridge out of the chamber. And when we got this, or when I picked this up, that extractor was missing. So I actually had to spend quite a few hours to manufacture that thing. It just fits in the groove in the bottom of the rifle. Bolt slides in. Pull the trigger to drop everything out of the way. And voila, she's captive. All right. I know you're dying to hear what this thing sounds like, so let's load up around and show you what it sounds like. .9mm Flowbird. It's a garden gun. That was really, really quiet. I've shot it without hearing protection. It is absolutely ridiculously quiet. And my extractor works absolutely fantastic. So now, the question is, how much penetrating power does this 9mm Flowbird have with these BB rounds? So I brought a few things and let's test the penetration power of a 9mm Flowbird, shall we? Let's set up and let's get this done. All right, so we're gonna set up a couple of tests to see just how powerful this 9mm Flowbird is. First thing we're gonna do, simple water jug test. All right, we're locked. Looks like it scooted right through. No devastating hole though. That's pretty crazy. So we've discovered by almost sheer accident that paper, we're gonna thank How Ridiculous for that one, because I saw their video and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's just test that out. Anywho, I discovered just how bulletproof paper really is. And, well, we're gonna use it on this 9mm Flowbird. We'll shoot this pile of paper with a 22 LR and see our penetration, and then we'll shoot it with the 9mm Flowbird, and we should be able to recover the shot with this one. All right, less standing on ceremony and more getting it going. First up, 22 LR. We're going to be using our Cooey Canuck. We'll try and get her down on the front corner, lower corner here, so we're not wasting too much paper. I didn't want it to break it open, but it did. Here's our penetration mark, and we're past halfway, 3/4 of the way, and it looks like it stopped 3/4 of the way, maybe a bit before. I don't see that round in there. A little bit of it in there, not much. We got our 9mm Flowbert loaded up. Let's get her done. We're just gonna go center paper here. It's a little high. I'm not even gonna peel it apart because that's the round right there. There, I'm scratching off the lead.
A few moments later.
We're leaving it. I laid one right over top of the other. I overlap two here. I'm going to open this up now because I'm kind of done shooting at it. I got these two, which I accidentally overlapped. We can collect the ammo right there. And then this other one, did I lose it already? I caught these two though. I basically overlapped them and they're squished together. It's pretty cool. We're gonna move on to the next 9mm. Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the next 9mm Flowbert test. Gummy bear, obviously. What the heck did you think it was gonna be? I got this Ballistics gel gummy bear. This one's a lot more firm than the ones I usually make. The ones I usually make are what they call 10% Ballistics gel. This one, 20%. She's a lot more robust. Like it. So, let's set them up here. Load up our 9mm Flowbert and shoot the bear. Let's get him right in the belly. This should stop the round. We're gonna find out. Hold on, let's check it out. I'm gonna reckon I'm only gonna get one chance at doing this, so we kind of got to do it right. Well, I was completely wrong about that. We got quite the mess of powder on the front of the bear. And you can see where it went in. You can see the wound channel through the bear. And you can see the exit out the back of the bear. Right through there. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna lay the bear down and we'll shoot this way and see if we can't stop the 9mm Flowbert. Well, that's where it entered the bear. You can see the wound channel, and you can see the BB sitting in his face there. Make an incision and retrieve our ammunition. Of course, we had to cut his face off, but there's our 9mm Flowbert. It's a BB itself, 9mm BB. Next, we're gonna do my classic frying pan penetration test. And 100% zero penetration on that frying pan. That's my 9mm Flowbert round, which it came back at me, but it didn't come back very quickly, very fast. I also had that pan angled. Quite the dimple. One more time, point blank range. Again, same results. A flattened out 9mm BB. And the dimple in the bottom of the pan is relatively the same. So it wouldn't matter if I'm 10 feet back or a foot away from the fucking thing. It's still not punching through. Gotta love it when that extractor works like it should. Man, I'm so happy with that. I like the little acorn on the back of them. That's really cool. Well, that's the brand, obviously, but still, it's really cool. Well, what do you guys think of this little Webley Scott garden gun? I don't know. My opinion, this is ridiculously stupid fun to shoot. I can't even explain it. It is just simply fun to shoot. It needs work. It's old. It's beat up. But it is awesome to shoot. I'm Andrew. These are my great outdoor adventures. You got questions, you got comments about this nice Webley Scott? Hit me up down below. Right? Drop the comment. Drop the question. I'll get back to you. If you like this Webley Scott, or you just like my channel in general and you like my videos, hit the like button. Make sure you share it. Other people want to see this kind of dumb stuff too. How do I know? Because you're here and I'm here. That's how I know. One other thing. If you haven't subscribed yet, what exactly are you waiting for? And if you have subscribed already, thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate you. No question. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm Andrew. These are my great outdoor adventures. Till next time, you guys take care of yourselves. You take care of each other. And remember, I love you guys. See you guys later.